Uneasy feelings and divided loyalties plagued many European states. Family blood and international treaties were the guidelines. And ancient traditions were often inadequate in dealing with 20th century tensions. Tsar Nicholas and King George were unsympathetic with their cousin Kaiser Wilhelm of Germany, and in Austria, Emperor Franz Joseph was old and ailing. The last representatives of the old order were still obsessed with divine rights, pageantry, and patrimony. Kaiser Wilhelm enjoyed shooting. His victims were caged and easy targets. But the world was changing quickly. Emperor Franz Joseph and the Archduke Ferdinand, his nephew and heir to the imperial throne, were acquiring new provinces. One, a small place called Serbia. In 1914, Archduke Ferdinand and his wife went to Serbia on a state visit. In the capital city of Sarajevo, they were assassinated by a Serbian nationalist. It was June 28, 1914, and tensions were strained to the point of breaking. As Austria prepared for the outbreak of war, the ailing emperor collapsed. All the public buildings draped with crepe, and the empire's flags were flown at half-mast. Troops were preparing to fight a Serbian insurrection in what they believed was the only possible manner: war. Serbian soldiers were jubilant as they marched into battle with Russia as an ally on their border. Austria's ally Germany, in turn, declared war on Russia. Within days, Germany invaded neutral Belgium, sending refugees pouring into France. France did not hesitate as Belgium fell and declared war on Germany. And as the French marched into battle, King George of Great Britain declared war on Germany. Only a month after the deaths of the Archduke of Austria and his wife, Europe was at war. The war was raging in Europe, and Wilson was concerned with how to keep America neutral, for the allies of France and Great Britain needed help, and America proved willing and able. There were new markets in Europe now. America was a land rich in resources. Raw materials and manufactured goods were sought by the European powers, especially the weapons of war. We even plowed up the Great Plains to provide the Allied nations with goods. By now there were debates about the position of America in the war. Were we, in fact, neutral? Pacifists said we were not. We were supplying the Allied forces with food and arms. In 1916, when the Black Tom munitions factory in New Jersey was sabotaged, some Americans wondered whether it had been the work of Germans or pacifists. The damage was estimated at $22 million. Many were left homeless. They were the first American refugees of the war. Dozens were killed. But it was the submarine warfare which outraged the world. The Germans had designed the submarine with its powerful torpedoes as a weapon to stop the incoming ships which supplied the Allied powers, believing that those who controlled the seas would win the war. And Germany showed no mercy. Ships were torpedoed and sunk, sometimes without warning, and with passengers and crew still aboard. Sometimes there were survivors, sometimes not. Travelers ignored German warnings that passenger ships which entered the war zone would also be attacked. On May 7, 1915, the Lusitania was torpedoed off the Irish coast. It sank in 18 minutes. 726 passengers were saved. Nearly 1,200 lost their lives.